Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wareham Fire District Annual Meeting of 2025. Having voted to go to a zero quorum in April of 2021, I declare that we have a quorum present and will now proceed with the business of the meeting. I hereby call the Wareham Fire District Annual District Meeting open at 7 p.m. Please stand and join me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you could please remain standing, we'll have a moment of silence to recognize the passing of the following former district employees who dedicated many years of service to the Wareham Fire District: William F. Glover, Anthony Mazzarini Jr., Raymond Maxim, Paul Tatro, Ronald Scroy, Theodore Baptiste, and Don Grafora Jr. Thank you. You can be seated. As clerk, I am waiving the reading of the warrant and posting, and do hereby certify that the warrant has been duly posted. Article 1.
I move that the Class 1 vote for Peter Balzerini to serve as moderator.
Do I hear a second? I have a second. There's a motion before the body and a second to elect Peter Balzerini as moderator for the Wareham Fire District 2025 Annual District Meeting. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Article 1 passes with a unanimous vote. Mr. Balzerini, please step forward so that I can swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully and impartially perform the duties to which you have been elected in accordance with the bylaws of the Wareham Fire District and the general laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you so much, sir.
Welcome, everyone, to the meeting. There's a couple of things I want to go over just before we get started, just the basic ground rules that I'm sure most of us are aware, but we'll just reiterate a little bit here. The rules, the meeting is run based on the laws of the Commonwealth, the bylaws of the district, Robert's Rules of Order, tradition of the meeting, and any rulings from the moderator. You must be seated to be counted. All hand counts will be done by holding up your voting card. Everybody should have a yellow voting card. Are there any non-voters in the, you guys, all right, okay, non-voters should be seated in this lower left-hand section. Anyone wishing to speak to an article, please form a line at the microphone at the base of that aisle. If anyone has a difficult time getting to the microphone, let us know and we'll make sure the microphone gets to you. Please ask anyone who comes to speak directly to an article. The discussion should be pertinent to any articles that are on the floor. I will ask for a voice vote on all motions. I will call for a hand count if there's any questions to whether whichever side prevails. All articles requiring a 2/3 majority vote, which there are some. We will ask for the voice vote. If there's any question there, if there's the remote chance that there's a question, we'll ask for a hand count for the 2/3 majority required articles. Amendments, if anyone makes an amendment to an article, we'll only accept one amendment at a time, and it must pertain to the article, of course. I'll ask if everyone if you have your cell phone, please silence your cell phone at this time. Keep all discussions civil and appropriate, of course, and no personal comments will be tolerated. And again, keep all comments relevant to the articles that we're involved with at any given time. Okay, with that being said, we are now, Article 2, okay. That makes sense. We just had Article 1, so let's do Article 2.
I move that
Article 2.
I move that the district vote to accept the reports of the Water Commissioners, Board of Engineers, Prudential Committee, and all the other offices and committees, and to accept the same as printed in the annual report of the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2024.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second? Is there any discussion on Article 2? Okay, seeing no one rise, I'll ask for the vote. All those in favor of Article 2 as read, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, say nay. It's unanimous. All right. At this point, we're going to call for a recess of the regular district meeting so we can open the special district meeting. Do I have a motion to do such? Do I need a motion? Motion to, all right, we have the motion made and seconded. All those in favor of closing the main meeting and opening the special district meeting signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. All right, the special district meeting is now open. Article 1.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as free cash a sum of $413.50 for payment of an invoice to Con Cavanaugh, which is a bill from prior year.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second? And I just want to point out that many of these articles from the special warrant are housekeeping issues to clean up small bills that have to be voted on because it's from prior fiscal years. These types of articles require a 9/10 vote, so we'll try to get a unanimous vote if we can. All right, Article 1 has been made, seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing no one rise, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 2.
I move that the district vote to transfer a sum of $75,000 from available funds known as free cash and a sum of $35,000 from available funds known as water surplus to fund the district's other post-employment benefits liability.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second? It's made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 2? Seeing no one rise, I will call for the vote. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 3.
I move that the district vote to transfer the article balance printed in the warrant totaling $30,739.23 back to water surplus.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second? Second. Made and seconded. Any discussion on Article 3? Seeing no one, I will call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 3 signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 4.
I move that the district vote to transfer to stabilization unspent funds in the amount of $1,361.64 from the article described in the warrant.
Do I hear a second? Any discussion on Article 4? Seeing no one rise, I will call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 4 as read, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous? Did I hear a no? I'm not sure. All those opposed say no. It's unanimous. Article 5.
I move that the district vote to rescind Article 13 voted at the April 10th, 23 annual district meeting and return the unspent funds in the amount of $40,059 to stabilization.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 5? Seeing no one rise, I will call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 5 as read, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 6.
I move that the district rescind Article 24 voted at the April 10th, 2023 annual district meeting and return the unspent funds in the amount of $384,000 to water surplus.
I hear a second? Second. The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 6? Seeing no one rising, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of Article 6 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 7.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as water surplus a sum of $1,105,000 for the purchase of Neptune meters, radios, and antennae to begin the implementation of an automatic meter reading program, including all costs incidental and related thereto.
Here a second. Motion's been made and second. Is there any discussion on Article 7? Seeing no one, I will call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 7 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. It's a majority vote. Article 8.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as free cash the sum of $75,000 to fund a contractual liabilities account.
The motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 8? Seeing no one rise, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 8 as read, please signify, excuse me, by saying aye. Opposed, say no. Unanimous. Article 9.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as free cash the sum of $100,000 for the purpose of fire station maintenance and repairs, to include all costs incidental and related thereto.
Here a second. The motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 9? Seeing no one rise, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 9 is read, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 10.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as free cash the sum of $16,665 to purchase 2 AES Multinet receivers, including all costs incidental and related thereto.
The motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 10? Seeing no one come forward, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 11.
I move that the district vote to transfer from available funds known as free cash a sum of $84,000 for the purchase of a crew cab truck to be used by fire prevention, including all costs incidental and related thereto.
The motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 11? Seeing no one come forward, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor of Article 11 as read, please signify by saying aye. All those opposed, say no. It's unanimous. That's it for those? At this point, I will call for a motion to adjourn the special district meeting and return to the annual district meeting. Motion. We okay? Do we have a motion to adjourn this meeting and move to the second? Thank you. Do I have a second? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. Okay, the special district meeting is now adjourned, and we shall return to the main meeting, the annual meeting. We are at Article 3 of the regular district meeting. So I'll ask for the reading of Article 3.
I move that the district vote to raise and appropriate a sum of money from available funds to fund collective bargaining agreements between the district and IAFF Local 2810 and the Massachusetts Laborers Public Employees Local 1249.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 3? Seeing no one come forward, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor of Article 3 as read, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 4.
to see if the district will vote to approve the collective bargaining agreements between the Wareham Fire District and IAFF Local 2810 for the period of July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2028, and between Wareham Fire District and Massachusetts Laborers Public Employees Union, Local 1249, for the period July 1, 2025 through June 30th, 2028, or take any action relative thereto.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 4? Seeing no one rise, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of Article 4 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. The motion is unanimous. The article passes unanimous. Article 5.
I move the district transfer from available funds known as stabilization a sum of $11,370, representing the 10% match required if the district is awarded an Assistance to Firefighters grant for wildland fire PPE and associated equipment, including all costs incidental and related thereto.
The motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 5? Seeing no one rise, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor of Article 5 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 6.
I move that the district transfer from available funds known as stabilization a sum of $4,000 representing the 10% match required if the district is awarded a regional assistance to firefighters grant for health and welfare program, including all costs incidental and related thereto.
Motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion on Article 6? Seeing no one come forward, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor of Article 6 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 7.
To see if the district will vote to raise and appropriate a sum of $130,000 for the purchase of a Ford F-550 Super Cab, which will be used by the master mechanic. This includes all costs incidental and related thereto, or to act anything thereon or thereunto.
Do I hear a second? Motion's been made and second. Is there any discussion on Article 7? Seeing no one come forward, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor of Article 7 as read, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. Unanimous. Article 8.
I move that the district vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $8,960,670.33 from taxation for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, for the following bottom line purposes: Prudential Committee, Clerk Treasurer, Mechanic, and Fire Department.
The motion has been made and seconded. Now, this is the budget article for the Prudential Committee budget. And as we have done in the past, what I will do is we will go through the major headings of each section of the budget. If anyone has any question about any of the subsections, when I read the main heading, simply say hold, and we'll go back and find out which one is the article, the issue that's in question, and we'll discuss that issue individually. If I hear no hold on any section, we'll move to the next, and so forth till we get to the end of the budget. Any questions on any of that, I'd be happy to answer them, but I think it's pretty straightforward. So we will begin. Prudential Committee budget. Operating expenses. Clerk Treasurer, salaries and wages. Clerk Treasurer, operating expenses. Mechanics Division, salaries and wages. Operating expenses. Consumables. Fire Department, salaries and wages. Operating expenses. Consumables. Seeing no holds on any of the sections of the budget, we will ask for a vote on the article as read. All those in favor of the budget article as read in motion on Article 8, please signify by saying aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. Article 9.
I move the district vote to raise and appropriate for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, for the bottom line operating purposes for the Water Department, a total amount of $5,706,738, to appropriate $4,806,929 from water revenue, to transfer $336,576 from betterment receipts received by April 14th, 2025, and $71,000 from available funds known as water surplus, and to transfer from the Prudential Committee budget an amount of $492,233, representing the 11% fire capabilities charge.
The motion's been made and seconded. Again, we will do this as we just did with the Prudential Committee budget. I will read the heading and ask if anyone has a question on anything to simply yell hold, and we will find out which particular item is in question, as I just said. So here we go. Water Department, salaries and wages, consumables, purchases of services, other charges and expenses, insurance and benefits. Hearing no holds, we will vote on the budget as read. All those in favor of Article 9 as read, please signify by saying aye. All those opposed, say no. Was that? Slip, okay. It was unanimous. That concludes the articles on the regular district warrant. I will ask for a motion to adjourn till the election on Saturday, when we will reconvene to select members of the committees, etc. Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Second? All those in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. It's unanimous. And I thank everyone very much for coming out and doing your civic duty to get this budget and so forth and these articles passed. And hope to see you all on Saturday at the Water District headquarters for the annual election. Thank you.